hope that you're doing well, and thank you for watching this video. Keeping things simple is a big part of my life. I love reading books about minimalism, decluttering and simplifying my life, watching TV shows and learning from professionals, and I do believe that I could become a professional declutterer and organizer myself. In today's video, I wanted to share with you my tips on managing your day and how to make your day simple, smooth and stress-free. From my personal experience, I can share that once I have simplified, decluttered and made my daily life easier, I tend to find more times for the things that I love and things that are my true priority. So the very first tip that I have for you for simplifying your day is to create lists. If you haven't started doing this already, and I do speak about it in my videos a lot because I love making lists, I love following up and making sure that I have only important things on my list. You can make lists in the morning or the night before. However, I have noticed from my own experience that if I do lists in the evening, I can sleep better and I can wake up stress-free because I know what to do. And if I do take time making a list in the morning, then again it's taking time from my day, and I would rather just wake up and be hands-on the things that I'm about to do. Many times I observe that people put unnecessary appointments on their schedule. They meet people they don't want to meet. They go places that don't bring them joy, and I do understand that there are responsibilities and things that we're supposed to be doing. So we might not enjoy going to the bank, but if there is a need, we have to go. So that's something else. But meeting certain people just for the sake of it, just because it's polite to do so, really there is no need to burden yourself. Think of people who bring light and joy to your life and just meet those people. And if you have kids, raise your kids the same way. Think if something that you're about to do is going to bring you some benefit. And I'm not talking about being completely selfish, but think if this brings you joy, if this brings you peace, some kind of contentment, some kind of positive emotion, maybe it will bring you money. Think what kind of benefit it brings you. If it brings you negative energy, drains you out and makes you feel empty, there is completely no need to do that. I am really big advocate of making notes, and I think that it's important to do them because once you put them on the paper, you will feel some kind of commitment. And you will also see it written right in front of you. You will be clear. They will not be hovering in your head around in circles, making you go nuts. Sometimes I really feel that if I don't make a list, I really just go from place to place and not accomplish anything. If there are some items that you didn't manage to complete during the day, in the evening, just transfer it to the next day. Keeping on time also is important, but if you didn't manage to complete the task fully within the time frame that you've given yourself, it's fine. It's better you have done this little step, a little piece of work towards that what you want to achieve, instead of not doing anything at all. So for example, if you want to read more books this year and you set yourself 30 minutes, this brings you joy, you scheduled it, so you read that book. Obviously you're not going to read the whole book, or maybe if it's a longer book you might not read the whole chapter, but still you are moving small steps forward. Okay, my tip number 2 for simplifying your day is to take good care of yourself and put yourself first. Always fill your cup in first, then you will be able to share it with everybody else, be it your partner, be it your friends, co-workers or your family. If I feel that I didn't take good care of myself, if I didn't wake up on time, didn't take a shower, didn't brush my hair, didn't put my makeup, exercise, I don't feel good. I feel like I am depriving myself of something, and then I have to spend time on taking care of everybody else and giving myself away, giving my time and energy when I didn't fill up and I didn't fuel up myself. You will see the big difference. You will see the big shift that will start happening in your life. You will feel more content, and that will simplify your day. because you will start doing things from the place of peace and from the place of abundance in a way, because you would have given yourself those things that you need to receive. Do not push your self-care away to later on during the day, unless it's something that you have scheduled, like a manicure or a tanning session or whatever your self-care includes. If you want to go for a massage or a swim or yoga session or a gym session, throughout the day we do give ourselves away in all directions to everybody, and that obviously drains us. So if I didn't take care of myself in the morning, I feel drained and without energy and grumpy, and I don't like myself those days. My tip number 3 for keeping your day simple is to keep things tidy as you go. So if you have picked up something, you used it, make sure you put it back in the place. Make sure that everything in your house has its own place, and in most of the houses we do have place for everything. So just be sure that you put it back. I know that it might be more difficult if you are living with a family and if you're not a single person. If you're single, if you're living by yourself, you know where to put what, and that's quite easy to do. But when you have family, you have to speak to family members, especially if you have kids. They will need to be taught how to put things back, but slowly and steadily these habits will be developed. Now, if you are in a situation when you have very little kids and maybe some family members don't cooperate with you as well, or maybe they are busy, maybe they're working more than you, then it is your responsibility. Why I say that is that although I feel that maybe some clutter is not mine in my home, but I feel responsible for it as a homemaker and a homekeeper. And I know that having lots of things around displayed maybe not as stressful for other family members, but it is very stressful for me. So I would rather take my time to tidy up myself. I know that you might sometimes feel like you want to protest and I'm not going to do it, let it be, let everything be in a mess. But the thing is that if that causes you so much stress, why not to do it yourself? So I try to personally tidy up the house just before I go to sleep. And that sets up a good positive mood for me to wake up in the morning to a clear and clean, tidy space. I do put the tidying up and the housework, just little retouching and returning things to its original places for the time when I'm absolutely tired. Okay, so this is the time when I can no longer read anything or talk to someone, have a normal conversation. When I'm just so tired, I feel like, okay, I will take another 15 to 20 minutes and tidy up this place to make sure that I wake up into a nice environment and I will be able to have a nice fresh start of the day. And my last tip for making your day easier is to declutter everything. And I did make a lot of videos on decluttering and simplifying and my journey. And I encourage you also start small. You can also just declutter, for example, your collection of mugs or your cutlery. You can declutter your junk drawer or electronic drawer. I do have a video on how I decluttered my electronics as well, if you want to see that. But start with small areas. You not necessarily will be able to make this huge change, big declutter of your space in one go. Just start small and then appreciate your work, see how functional you made it look and how well this space works. And this is how you will have courage and you will have motivation to move on to next areas. After I have decluttered my clothes, I feel that my clothes match one another and I don't have to make decisions in the morning as to what I'm supposed to be wearing, what kind of style I should go for, because I know that all of my clothes mix and match. So then I don't have to use unnecessary brain power for things that are not so important. Again, simplifying your cutlery, you will not need to decide what kind of spoon to pick up, or what kind of plate to eat from, what kind of mug to drink your tea from. And try to get rid of duplicates. That's also helpful in keeping your day and your overall life simple. Simplify the people that you're meeting, the places you go. Think of what kind of people are toxic, what kind of people are unpleasant to talk to, and what kind of attitudes you don't want to receive in your life. Look at your body care. Do you have duplicates? I removed all of the duplicates that I had, and at the moment I have one moisturizer, one toner. I don't have many how I used to have. I also have my one mascara, couple of lipsticks that are my favorite, one foundation, one concealer. I do not have duplicates. I do not have tons of different brands for different occasions, and that makes my day so much easier. I don't have to make these unnecessary decisions. Also, when you go about your day, if you see that some item is unnecessary, you don't want it anymore, you're not using it, it's not functional, or it's broken, if it's broken, see if you can recycle it or throw away, or if it's donatable, put it in a basket. Don't just leave it laying there. Get a basket, or a laundry basket works very well for those miscellaneous items that you find around the house. So as you find them, put them in the basket. Don't put them back, because eventually you will not declutter your space, and you will need to have this big session of decluttering. When you're looking at your items, think if they are functional, if they are useful, if they bring you joy, if you are actually going to use it, because there are many things that we are storing just in case, and eventually because we have so many of them, we don't tend to find it and we buy a duplicate. Just keeping the items that are necessary, that you use every day, that not just laying there, keep them. But if you are having some items that you will be using just occasionally, maybe you can just rent it out, or you can borrow it from a friend. For example, I didn't purchase the drill because I know that we can borrow it from my in-laws. The idea of simplifying your space is that you would have less things to handle, less things to pick up, less things to look at and distract you from the things that you actually want to do. Okay, so if you see a lot of things misplaced and laying around your space, you will try to pick those up instead of just sitting down nicely with a cup of tea, reading your book, exercising, or starting your business, or watching something useful, or spending time with your family. You will be involved in the chores, and that's really unnecessary. It is very nice and light feeling to know that everything you have in your home is functional, and that you have nice and clear, clean, open space to enjoy things that you love doing. If you find this video useful, please subscribe and click a like button and share it with your friends. I really appreciate all of your supports and comments. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you in my next video soon. Bye bye for now.